Good morning children, this is Rohana ma'am here. I'll be taking EVS for you all for the 3rd standard. Like last year, the same manner, some of the children might have already known how I teach EVS. I'll be giving you a lot of activities and a lot of work to do besides writing question and answers. So the lesson 1 that today we'll be doing in EVS is a day in the garden. Everyone has been to a garden. If you're not been to a garden, you've been to a park, you've been to a place where there are a lot of trees, you have been around. When you go to the garden, what are the things that you see in a garden? You see a lot of birds, you see a lot of flowers, you see a lot of flora and fauna, which certain children might take notice, certain might go to a park or a garden just to play. Now, children who are observant will see a lot of different kind of birds that you find in a garden. Now, in a garden, if there is a pond, you will see a lot of different type of, you'll find a lot of different animals that you see in the river, pond. You'll get frogs over there, you'll get tiny tortoises, you'll get earthworms. There are different things that are found all around our surroundings. So the thing is, in the first lesson, you will be learning all about what are the things you see. On the first and foremost, on the trees, you'll get birds, you'll get different type of birds, you'll get squirrels, you'll get many things that live on trees. You can see a woodpecker, you can see ants, you can see spiders, you can see lizards. All this will be visible on a basic green tree around you. After that, as you study your surroundings, as you study what all is available, you'll see the different colors. Birds you'll find in different colors, you'll find it in different shapes. You'll find big birds, small birds, you'll find beautiful colored butterflies, you'll find beautiful multicolored birds. The thing basically, in the first lesson, you'll be learning how and what does a garden basically hold. A green fauna, what does it hold? So when we talk about birds, and everybody knows different sounds. You know how to identify which bird is black, you know how to identify a green color bird. You can see a multi-colored variation of birds in the garden. In that way, we go on to birds that live in the water. Like the birds that live in the water, ducks, you can have ducks living in the cranes are there, storks are there. They depend on birds which live on trees will depend on the fruits that are born on trees. The birds that live in water will depend on the pond and the rivers that give food for them from there. In this manner, the birds that are all around the environment, this is all around the environment, depend on their food from that basic environment where they stay. Then in the first lesson itself, you will learn the birds, where do they stay. Suppose if they have birds, everyone knows birds make nests. Even birds making nests, there are different type of nests. Birds make different type of nests. A weaver bird weaves the nest, a tailor bird weaves the nest. So all these different type of nests, when you come back to school, Rohana ma'am will show you pictures. I'll show you pictures directly, how a bird weaves the nest and all that stuff. As for an activity, what you can do over here is, you can collect the pictures of different birds that you see around you and stick it in a rough note. You don't have to take a new note or anything. You can take an old note which you have already used and you don't want to use it again. Just cut out a scrapbook. Make a scrapbook. Collect pictures of different type of birds. The more colorful, the more points you get that you see around you. That is the first activity of this lesson that you have to do. And secondly will be, you collect different type of feathers. You stick them and you have to write which bird that feather belongs to. These two things I will be checking when you come back to school. I'll be checking these two things that these two activities which you will have to show me when you come back to school. Then for today's, the first lesson, it's a very simple lesson, the things, the birds and all that you find around you. According to that, I've given you just 5 question answers. You just have to find out. Name a green color bird. Everybody knows it's very easy, which is a green color bird. You can easily find out which is a green. Just write a one word answer. What is a green color bird? Everyone knows which is a long tailed bird. Just write one word answer. Name a long legged bird, a bird which has long legs. You have to just write that one word. Then name a bird with a long neck. You have to write your question and just write that one bird, the bird's name, that's all. And just give the food that a crane and an eagle eats. Like I said, birds depend on their surroundings, where they stay. If they're living on the tree, they'll depend on the fruits of the tree for their food. If they're living in the water, they'll depend on the water where they'll get their food. So you can easily make out what a crane and an eagle will eat. So just write that answer and keep this as homework. You can send it to me in WhatsApp and I will check and I will get back to you. But the activity thing, I need to see it when you come back. Activity, I need to see it when you come back to class. I will be checking these 2 activities that I've given to you based on the first lesson. That's all, children. This is the only first lesson that I have basically told you all about. You all can just do this and get back to me on WhatsApp with the homework and the activity. I'll be checking when school starts. Thank you.